The rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Looking for space. It's Croma. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready? Red 54, ready, go.
Quick give, it's Croma. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right.
Ready? Red 18, ready, go.
Here's Lewis to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And a great job by this defense, knowing it's third and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with their RPO, coming up tackle.
And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on fourth down.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on fourth down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets the first down. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back.
Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Hurricanes! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. On the return, it's Singleton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Got the back over the middle. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Lewis. Fires it down the seam. Got it! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles!
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Unloads it left. And that one's incomplete. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Got a little grass. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Trying to squeak through the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got an alley. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
I'll tell you what, Palmer, offensive coordinators, they script these things, right? And they get with you, and what do you like? What do you want to run? So far, the script is perfect. Like, everything going off as they wanted to. This is about as good a start for an offense as you can draw up.
And it's crazy, David, because when you have skilled players like they have on offense and guys that are so dangerous with the football in their hands, you almost feel as a play caller like anything I dial up is going to work. And you're seeing that early in this game. Balance, throwing, a beautiful run right there, everything working right now and going according to plan.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Look out! Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Miami! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lewis. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Seminoles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits zero. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. Driven back. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Tough run here. It's Croma. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
And for getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Knowles! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
From the gun, it's Pringle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure pressure by this defense.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The corners are walked up tight. Second down to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Out wide right, it's Pringle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Here's Mensah to throw. He's looking deep. Got his man to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Moving out to the right. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He got it right inside the pylon. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Lewis to throw. Rolls right. Took a shot as he threw.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Running inside, it's Croma. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Snags it, and there's running room. The 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Noles have pushed it inside the 20. Run in the red zone. It's Chroma. Just smothered on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Look.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Third down from the gun, Lewis. He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Smashes it between the uprights.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Mensah. Rushes on. And down he goes. FSU calling its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop it. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Lewis. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with the San Jose State Spartans taking on the number 17 team, the Wyoming Cowboys. And it's San Jose State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lewis on the play action.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. Now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They're all over him. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Pringle. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Canes. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he's coming out of the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking to throw, it's Ashmore. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Miami! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
He'll bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Dropping back, it's Ashmore. They get to him as he throws. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
We were in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Throwing, Mensah. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Down he goes. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Ashmore. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Escapes the pressure going right. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose, and the defense got to it. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Boggs. Makes the tackle.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Unloads to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he had just enough to will that one home.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
Coming out with it, it's Compton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeps it moving. It's Pringle. Turning it on. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. He's got 98 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
Going for the big play. He's got it way down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards, First down for the offense after that penalty. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Back to pass on second down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Myers on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find them an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front, because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays, and he does.
Deep in the end zone, it's Singleton. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Florida State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth.
Number 36 sets a kickoff.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. It's inside. It's Pringle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Pushes ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Canes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sets his feet. It's Ashmore. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Right.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business. He's going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. To the house. Touchdown, Miami. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Handoff to the single running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Just feeds the running back. Hard running there. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And finally, we see a nice gain. It's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
To the back. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Ashmore. Under pressure, and they got him.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll give it to him again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. hand it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone first, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The handoff. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Just gets rid of that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on third down there.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more back.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Looking for the marker. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. Turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts. Mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.